Oh, it was on mute. My apologies. I said, oh, you thought I wasn't going to come through on a Saturday. Welcome to day 11. Okay. Day 11 of our money mindset challenge. All right. Rich Rising. I'm happy to be here with you. Did you think you was going to make it this far? I did. I knew you was going to come through. I knew you cared about yourself and your finances. Oh, I left my lip gloss all the way over there. Hold on. No, my lips be ashy. Give a little something. You know, I'm be wearing makeup and stuff. So I gotta give a little glow. All right, I just gotta make sure my mic is on. All right, good. So first and foremost, we made it to another day. All right. Oh, I forgot to go live on TikTok. Damn it. Yeah, I'm working through this. I'm learning how to record myself in many places. Work with me. Work with me. Begin to start getting your notebook. We're going to be talking about different streams of income, diversifying your income. There's many ways for us to bring in abundance with side hustles, right? And I know the word hustle, people look at the word hustle and they feel like they have to do a lot, do a lot, do a lot, do a lot. Not necessarily, right? First and foremost, through your zodiac, you're able to know what skills you are capable of achieving. So that's one thing, because I did a webinar when it comes to the different type of work each zodiac can do. All right, that's the first thing. Secondly, because I did the research for you, just in case I don't know how I can make extra income. I put a link below on YouTube where you can see 101 ways for a side hustle. And I'll go through the first 10 here just to hype you up, but it's your duty to go in there and dig deep. So today I'm sparking up your entrepreneurial side so that you can learn how to bring in different streams of income. All right. Thank you for the likes, subscribe, and comments. Hey, hey, I love you. I, I, I love you. And shout out to the winners. I was able to meet two last week in regards to their gifts. The giveaway that I did. It was beautiful. Y'all know when we get to 650, I'm doing another giveaway. Share with a friend, share with a friend, share with a friend. All right. Let's talk about income diversification. I'm going to be talking a little slower just because Mercury retrograde is in effect. Okay. So when you involve multiple sources of income, that allows you not to depend on one stream of income. It is always good to have a stable income entering into your financial bank, right? Your abundance bank. That's that 9 to 5 salary pay, right? However, if we just focus on that and depend solely on that income, when we go through some financial distress, we will be upset at the abundance that is coming in, stating to ourselves that it's not enough, yet we haven't quite incorporated different streams of income. Now, I am going to crown myself the queen of different streams of income because of how my mother did her hustling. My mother would cook, she'll sew, she will do your hair, she would, and that may come from people that are from the islands, right? They find different ways to make different streams of income. Now, while she was still living off of public assistance, some way, somehow, them patelillos and the acapurrias were getting done on Saturday, and we outside. We outside, and we out there with the shopping cart. Did I go to the pool in the summer? No. I went to sell acapurrias. So, with that being said, when I started getting into uh, salary pay, getting paid by the hour, I began to understand that system and never really allowed myself to have one stream of income, even from when I was 14 years old. And so now that was instilled inside of me, right? For those of us who don't feel like doing the extra work, don't feel like I'm already working a 9 to 5, how the hell am I going to be putting time for this? We have 24 hours. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. And everybody knows I love to say this. There's 168 hours in a week. 168, which means should your desire be to incorporate extra income into your life, extra new income into your life, that's how you call it in, you will separate out of the 168 hours, 5 hours, 1 hour a week for that extra income. All right. So it does include passive income, active income, and profile income. Now, yesterday we gave suggestions about investment. So these are some of the incomes that you can mix in addition to what you already coming in with. What is the benefit of it? It reduces your financial risk. Prime example, there's sometimes, and this has happened to me working at a nonprofit and working at a okay. Oh, oh, hold on. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know, because apparently the mic went out. Hold on. I wait, I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, so you can still hear me. Okay, but let me I think I gotta pick up this mic right here. You know, when you try to be fancy and shit. All right, y'all. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Book Warfare. That's my buddy from Cali. All right. So y'all can hear me, then we okay. We just had to switch mics. But welcome to Mercury retrograde. All right. So it reduces your risk. Again, working at a nonprofit and working at a government job. There's times where they might not be able to pay us. Something happened. We have to wait for our checks to come into our bank. Now we have overdraft fees. Now what was automatic is no longer automatic. Now it's like negative in your bank account. Having a side hustle, having an extra income coming in will help you reduce that anxiety and financial disaster, if you would call it. All right. And it helps you feel more confident and secure that you have things for unexpected events. All right. So I'm going to talk about the 3 different types of diversifying your income, and I'm going to then go into some of the examples so that you can get an idea. Some of us I'll share that. Focus, my ladies. Let's do this. All right. Passive income. Passive income is streams, not just one, streams of income that require maybe not much to do on a daily basis. It is some things like a rental property as well as stocks, earning money from writing a book, right? And also creating a course online. Now we are going into the digital world, so that is not something that's going to go away. All right. And it has been happening, hello, since school started creating courses online. I was thinking, I know this is sidebar. I was thinking back of when I started going to school online, and that was in 2008. I started going to Ashford University, and I was recognizing, like, wow, online, going to school online has been out for a very long time. Anyways, focus back to this. So, passive income. Active income. Active income is a detailed income that involves direct exchange, right? Time for money, as well as doing some freelancing, consulting, or having a part-time job. All right. Then you have the profile income, pardon me, where it's going to be profitable, right? Where you have investment, dividends, you also have capital gains. Also, in the profit profile income, for those of you who are business owners, that also includes grants. All right. So when you break this down to an extended version of what you can do, it's all about your skills. Are you willing to sit down for about a month to create a course to then allow your course to make money while you're sleeping based on the skills that you currently have? A lot of us don't know that that a lot of us are not aware on what we do on a daily basis that can bring us abundance. Talking alone or having a good ear, meaning you can listen to people, that alone can get you $50 per conversation. And that's just me just letting you know where you can be that ear for someone. Anyways, every day we do something, we use our skills. We can use our skills. All right. Even writing for those of us who like to write. So some ideas, like I shared before, real estate, property, investing in real estate as well as renting out properties. Also, they got here investment trust and crowd funding real estate properties. So you can go ahead and create a, if you don't know what crowdfunding is, there's a website for that where you can ask people to contribute to what project you're going to be doing. So that's a way for you to start your rent real estate ideas, real estate investments. This is a way that you can do it. Does your side hustle require some extra work? It all depends on what you choose, right? Developing a digital product, we spoke about that, an ebook, a course, stock photography. A lot of us have tons of photos in our pardon me, tons of photos in our phone of sceneries just because we like it, but we can also sell those photos, right? You already taken the picture, all you gotta do is upload it and get money for it. You can do that as well. Or generating an ongoing passive income. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm so sorry. Can y'all hear me? We're going to fix this. I'm not getting off. Yay! Yo, I love y'all. Thank you. I seen you calling me. I'm like, why she's calling me if she's here? That's when I said, hello. All right. Wow. And you're right. I was dropping gems. Oh, man. All right. Maybe this is why I got coffee today. Give me 1 second, y'all. I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to learn how to spend more time with y'all. Okay. I don't even know where I left off at. All right. Did y'all hear me talk about the real estate? Did y'all hear me talk? All right. So if you didn't hear me talk about it, I know y'all on TikTok, y'all heard me. Y'all gonna have to wait because my people is up this early on to get Facebook on YouTube. I gotta go back. Y'all know me. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the top. Thank you. Starting from the top, and we back. So I spoke about ideas for income diversity. So I talked about real estate, and I expressed what crowdfunding was, and basically create, if you're interested in real estate and don't have quote unquote the funds, which you know you do because we know that it's coming, you can create a crowdfunding project where people would invest into you, and then you can use that to start investing in real estate as well as uh getting property to to flip your real estate. To be honest with you, real estate is something that is always going to be ongoing. However, it's all about what's happening in the market. Now, this is to your discretion. I'm just sharing this as an advice. All right. If you want to get into real estate, go ahead and do that. Sometimes you don't have to own the property. You can literally just put your money towards a group of people who's investing. Let's begin to open up to sharing our money with other people so that we can see a return. I know we've been frightened in the past in regards to sharing our money with other people because we have been stabbed in the back. Our family done did us dirty. Let me explain something to you. The first people that are going to do you dirty is your family. It's a way for us to get in tune with what is out there in the world. So your family was not uh nice about abundance and they kind of like did you dirty. Start healing that so that you can begin to share your money with people who's not going to do that. All right. I talked about digital products. The digital products is ebooks, courses, stock photos. I expressed on us. Many of us have photos in our gallery of scenes. There are people that are looking for those photos, especially those who are bloggers like myself. I go and I do download stock photos, right? You can do that. You can also use your photographic skills to create a small, and I say small for the because I'm hearing people like, I don't want to work so hard. Listen, you take photos anyways. You can bring it down to certain people. I only take photos during graduation time. So you know that from May to July, depending on where you're at in the world, you'll be able to make some money taking pictures of people graduating. I'm just thinking about that right now. That shit is mad smart. Wow, I never thought about that. Spirit is in the building. You hear that? Right? All them kindergartners. You give a little special family group photo. All right. That wasn't part of this. And then freelancing, using your skills. If you're a mom, you got multiple skills. First of all, one of your skills is patience. Okay. I know there's somebody, I heard this the other day. I'm not sure if somebody told me you might be on here, or I'm not sure where I heard this, but there was this guy who people will pay for him to stand in line for them. So he was getting paid to stand online. Pass me the beach chair. Pass me the beach chair. All right. So what are your skills? Is patience your skills? Is good listening your skills? I express that if you're someone who talks a lot, you can create specific sessions 3 times a week for people to pay you $25 for 30 minutes, $50 for an hour, or whatever the case might be, so that you can just listen to them, right? A lot of us really don't have nobody to listen to us. So if you can create a service, right? Because this is also a mental health service without calling it mental health, without getting too deep into it. It just could be friends and family. It all depends who you are. You want to go ahead and go further into your certification with that, so it can be more, you can feel more legit. That's up to you. There are a lot of people out here who start stuff without even getting a certification because you have the skills. Some of us may not have the paper, but we have years and years of skills. All right. So, what are your skills? I need you to go ahead and get a piece of paper and write down what are your skills. One of your skills is knowing how to go from sadness to happiness. Is one of your skills creating amazing breakfast? Oh, well, I don't want to sit there and cook for anybody. Cool, but can you look at yourself doing just breakfast once a month for somebody who is paying you $2,000 for that one session for you to just come in and cook breakfast, and they're buying the groceries? So those $2,000 is yours. They're providing all the materials once a month. You ain't ready to do breakfast now? Stop playing. All right. I know somebody on here who knows how to do nails. What's up? And I know, again, it can feel like I don't want to exchange time. This is where you start really believing in yourself without stating that you're in imposter syndrome. And you can actually look at your skills and say you're worth for somebody to pay a certain amount, so that you don't have to put in too much time. Some of us are waiting for people to tell us that we're good at what we do. It's time for you to tell yourself what you are good at. What are you good at? What are you amazing at? All right, especially if you're an artist, right? Everybody always, I don't know about anybody that doesn't love art. Maybe not the same form of art, but people love art, and art is music, art is painting, art is dancing, right? I just got a ballerina in my head. Who wanted to be a ballerina? All right, focus. So those type of side hustles can get you, one, into doing something that you love. So if you love to dance, you can maybe be someone who, aka, assists the school system to teach children how to dance. Let me tell y'all something. In your city, wherever you live, the school system and the elderly population system has grants and grants and grants of abundance of money. For those of you who don't know, you can basically become a vendor for the school system from the Department of Education or whatever they call it where you live. And you can sit there and sign yourself up and bid for contracts. All right. And from there, do you know how many public schools there is? Do you know how many schools there is? Do you know how many children there is that are ready and eager to, test out your services? Or do you know how many staff? Oh, I don't like children. Teachers be stressed the fuck out. You see? I know because I'm a fitness instructor and I go into these schools and I alleviate their stress through fitness. All right. So I just wanted to share that for those of you who are interested in that. All right. So the article that I put it down there is 101 best side hustle ideas to make 500 plus in your spare time. If you didn't hear me before, we have 168 hours in a week. All right. So how did they accumulate all of this? 15 plus years of side hustle experience. They interviewed 500 side hustle entrepreneurs, and they also got feedback from the members that they have here in the community, which is 50,000 people. So, can we go on? All right. They have online surveys. We know about the surveys. Some of us have the energy for it. Some of us don't, right? But if you're watching TV, you can be doing these surveys. It doesn't really matter. Why? Because you watching TV is not paying you, but you sitting down doing these surveys while watching TV, now you're getting paid. All right. So they have different online options. Y'all can go ahead and read that. We talked about rental property, customer interviews. And I've done that before. Userinterviews.com. They're really good at providing you a stipend for things that you do. There's a lot of people out there that are looking for people to test out their products or give them feedback on how their website looks, or, is this color good? So they pay people to give that response. So there's a lot of customer interviews. There's also part-time remote work. This one, hey, I did call you out. Excuse me. Part-time remote work. This one I've done multiple times. When I say that, ever since the pandemic, it has risen on how much part-time remote work there is. When you read, it sounds intimidating. You got to remember who you are. You have to remember your skills. You have to remember that you have been working at your current job for 5, 10, 15 years, maybe 2 years, and you develop skills. When you work at a space for more than 4 years, you develop those skills, those little skills that you say, well, they don't pay me for this. Well, you can get paid for it. Stop saying that. All right. Part-time work, reselling furniture. Oh, I don't have time for that. You can hire somebody to do it for you. Act like a boss. Act like a boss. And then you got to fake until you make it. All right. Reselling your furniture. Building a helpful website. For those of you who enjoy websites, you can actually make $6,000 a month or six-figure income. There's so many tools for you to look up how to create a website. All right. For those of you who went to high school, to a vocational high school. Because if you went to a vocational high school, you got skills. If you went to school for doing hair, if you went to school for nursing, if you went to school for digital art, if you went to school for desktop publishing, my desktop publishing skills in school is what's helping me be on social media today. I use those skills like my life depended on it. Because back in I don't care. I know I'm 39. Back in 2001, pardon me, I created calendars on the because back then the computers, it had the backdrop. It was big. All right. So the pros of building a website is, it's a low startup cost. It's great long-term earning power, and you can sell the business down the road. It's you get the cons. They say it's a slow results, and you have to learn some skills. All right. Software with a service consultant. Some people are making $200,000 part-time a year doing that. Okay, y'all look that up. Flipping items for profit. Affiliating marketing has been out forever, and it works when you sit there and put time. All right, I've seen people build their abundance from writing a blog. All right, so here there's a step-by-step on, and I remember there was this guy on YouTube. I'm gonna see if I look for him. He did a 4-hour video on how to do affiliated marketing. I sit down and look at, like I said, I have time. So I sit down and I look at these videos, right? Because again, how can I make passive income while doing not so much? And then we have bookkeeping, accounting, tax preparation, YouTube channel. You already know a YouTube channel. You do what you do. You're going to get there. Selling printables and spreadsheets. Let me tell you the abundance that it's in this market. All right. All you have to do is ask yourself how many times you went to Etsy and downloaded something that was like $1 or $2. Imagine how many people, when you see somebody right now, somebody's selling something for $2.80 and 15,000 people bought that. A lot of us, again, feel that we may have to do a lot. You can use your skills. If you know how to use the computer, you can use the skills to make a printable spreadsheet for first-time moms, right? This is what I learned for first-time moms. If you enjoy to do art, you can. I have a friend of mine who sells her art on Etsy. Shit is fire too, right? Sell coloring books for those of you who like to do art. But printables, here says Rachel Jones reports earning $10,000 a month from her Etsy printables. And well, I don't know how to start. Go on YouTube, okay, and look it up, because there's people there telling you all the time how to do it. All right. So those are some of the hustles that you can do. All right. For those of us who are spiritual, we can start tapping into our ancestral tools and who we are and start helping people get on that journey that they desire as well. Okay. So those are some examples. Go ahead and look at the 101 other examples that is on there. And I know some of you are thinking about, well, how the fuck am I going to do this? I'm stressed. I don't have time. Y'all going to stop talking to me like that, because I feel like y'all cursing me out when y'all say I don't have time. You have 168 hours a week. I need, and this is, I'm demanding this. I'm demanding that you go. All right, let me look at you. I demand that you go and take a piece of fucking paper and write 168 hours a week, so that you can remind yourself that you do have time. All right. So you could calm the brain down. The brain at times makes us feel like we don't have time because we keep looking at the clock. They kind of tricked us when they did the 9 to 5. All right. Because you can take a break in between a 9 to 5 and still get your 7 hours, 8 hours in. Anyways, how do you implement diversification into your life? Starting off small, right? Things that you can manage and that gradually you can see it multiplying. Start off with one thing to do. Again, you think of your skills. You have skills. Well, I don't have no skills. Then you wouldn't have a job. Even if your skill is flipping burgers, that's a skill. Well, what you want me to do? Hey, you can stop playing with me. Here we go. You can promote yourself at people's barbecue. A lot of people don't like standing at the grill. I know some people like standing at the grill, but the grill be hot. What if you promote yourself as somebody who, cooks the food for the person, but now you're not getting paid McDonald's or Burger King money. Now people are paying you to show up and do the food for them. And now in the summertime, you was flipping burgers before, but now you flipping burgers and you listening to music and you making people happy and people ain't sweating in front of the grill. I'm just saying, don't get me to give you ideas. This is what I do. All right. Allow yourself to know what you desire to come in. This month, I desire for $500 to come in. These are the different skills that I have. These are the things that I can do. Am I exchanging time for money? If I am, how can I make it worth my time? It doesn't matter if it's your first time doing it. I know a couple of people who are still in the space of figuring out what they desire to do with their skills. However, it really begins with starting. I have a friend of mine. I'm waiting for her. I'll be waiting for y'all. I do. Because y'all be having some fucking fly ass ideas. I have a friend of mine who is great at helping people journal. So she's creating journals and, she's starting off small, little by little. The first thing is she's deciding what type of journal she wants to provide. What prompts are going to be there. This is how it starts, right? So then reminding yourself to leverage off of your skills, right? You don't have to sit there and learn something new because you already know it. All right. So it helps curb the startup costs. You don't have to put in money for courses, especially if you look on YouTube, right? And that can help you feel more confident in starting something. It is important for you to make sure that you have a plan. Have a plan. We talked about having emergency funds so that when we do have a plan to start this new extra income coming into our lives, we are able to sit there and not worry if we're going to be able to pay the light next week because now I'm putting money into this. Reminding ourselves that we are reducing stress when it comes to our finances so that we don't treat the finances that's already coming in as something that's bad. Because we do that. This is the only thing that's coming in. Wow. Your money's like, so what else are we going to do to have fun if this is the only thing coming in? All right. Evaluating and adjusting your income stream. All right. Set up a system to track what has been profitable. All right. How much time you have committed to it. If you're deciding to start three new incomes, which I highly suggest to start off with one and build on that one. So the one that is becoming profitable can then go into the next one, right? It's all about that's investment, right? Investing into your next project. I did that a lot starting up with the spiritual service. I would table tarot and doing Reiki, and I would use those funds that were given to me to pay for the next event. And then next month, I was able to go to the next event. Rather than to take that abundance and utilize it, I invested in it. So how can you use what you get new and extra and invest it into more projects? All right. Allowing yourself to know what are your goals? Are these steps reaching your goal? Are they not? How much time are you giving yourself? And my suggestion seeing if something works takes 6 to 8 months. And I say that because I've started a lot of services. It took 6 to 8 months for you to feel confident enough for people to know that you're even doing it, right? And then it talks about you then feeling even more confident to ask for money for it. And then the hardest part, which is getting testimonies from people who have experienced what you have to offer, right? So what do? You trust yourself, you trust the process, you trust that what you're doing is getting somewhere. 3 months you evaluate, 6 months you evaluate. What can I do better? You can always do something better in what you're starting. You can always switch things up. How many times? You can always switch things up. You ready? How many times do they sell us Bounty? And Bounty is always better and stronger. Well, we know Bounty, I'm sorry, but we know them sheets, it's probably the same. We just think and feel that they're stronger and better. But Bounty keeps selling us that. All right. So with that being said, you can do that too. Maybe you did a digital printable and it didn't quite go well. Maybe you shift the name, you change the color, and do it again. Will you be upset, angry, crying during this process? If you heard me a couple of days ago, I talked about how I was on YouTube and I started YouTube and I was crying. So you will, nonetheless, it's all about the frustration. It's all about the new things that we're learning and accepting that we have the ability to bring multiple streams of income into our lives and be able to manage them. Now, this goes back to our affirmation. Make sure that if you're deciding to go, or when you decide to go into this realm, you begin to mentally solidify yourself. We've been working on our mental. This is what this is all about. All right. So always make sure that you adjust your strategies and that you monitor your progress. All right. Does anybody here, what are some of your side hustles? What are some of your side hustles here? Let me tell you, you can make shirts. All right. You make shirts and wear your own shirts. One, you more than likely probably going to be saving in that area. You wearing your own merch, and then people would enjoy to buy it, right? So, and it's like, oh, everybody's always selling something. Are you everybody? This is where we go back to that privileged mindset that we talked about. You think that Dunkin' Donuts is worried about one block away or one road away, there's another Dunkin' Donuts? When you begin to pick that mindset of these chain food companies, you will realize that the only competition is you and your skills. Your skills, and your ability to expand. All right. I forgot to write something. Comment below any side hustle skills you have. So I'm excited to know what you desire to start off first. I do have a webinar where if you're into zodiac signs, I speak about the different side hustles or the different skills that each zodiac sign can utilize, right? And what the beauty about this is knowing your moon, your sun, and your rising. These type of things can let you know what you're good at. Prime example, maybe a fire sign might have a more difficult time finishing projects. So they can start things, but they are not able to finish. Why I always share that I can jumpstart you on your journey towards self-awareness, give you enough tools for you to fish, and then you are on your own. All right. And when it comes to an earth sign, the earth sign might be able to help you stabilize. Right. So for earth signs, especially for Tauruses, since it's a fixed sign, they tend to be more productive when a project is already built. Whereas a fire sign can start a project. So a fire sign might be able to start a book, but they may not be able to finish. All right. So know your skills so that you'll be able to know where to receive assistance. Right. For me, when it comes to finishing up things, I'm gonna pull in my Virgos. I'm gonna pull in my Aquariuses. Right. These are zodiac signs that I know, Tauruses, that are gonna help me come down and ground and finish projects. So yes, you can start this project alone, but see if you get into being with like-minded people that's going to be helping you move forward. Yo, I'm sending you a lot of love because I know I can feel all of the brains going like now y'all thinking about how y'all can do this. Think of it as it being in the space of taking the path of least resistance. When you take the path of least resistance, things just start showing up for you. So if you're feeling some resistance in a project that you're doing, or even in the thought, pull back. Maybe you have to talk to negative Nancy and doubtful Dan, and then come back to what you desire. Give yourself some time. That income is going to be coming in and flooding. And I'm telling you, it's possible because moms are capable of, there's a lot of moms who do the printables, right? Oh, they got time. Do they? Oh, because they at home, they got time. Do they? I know a lot of mothers. All they want to do is sleep. Okay? So, all right. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to check out the solo tool. Anything that's new is there. And I'll see you tomorrow because of day 12. All right, let me get out of here. I love y'all.